Ever wondered how something as small as a relay can control something as big as your refrigerator or even the engine in your car? It seems almost magical, doesn't it? Like a tiny conductor leading a massive orchestra. Well, today we're going to demystify these unsung heroes of the electrical world and answer the question, just how big is a relay? Now, before we dive into sizes, let's understand what a relay actually is. Imagine a light switch. You flip it, and the light turns on. Simple, right? A relay is essentially an electrically controlled switch. But instead of your finger flipping it, electricity does the work. This allows a small electrical signal to control a much larger current, which is incredibly useful in all sorts of applications. Think about your car. When you turn the key in the ignition, a small current flows to the starter motor. The starter motor needs a lot of power to crank the engine. That small current from the key isn't nearly enough. That's where a relay comes in. The small current activates the relay, which then closes a circuit allowing a much larger current to flow to the starter motor, getting your engine roaring. So, what does this have to do with size? Well, the size of a relay is directly related to the amount of current it can handle. A tiny relay used to control an LED light will be much smaller than a relay used to control a powerful motor. It's all about the electrical load. Relays come in a dizzying array of sizes, shapes, and current capacities. Let's break them down a bit. You'll often hear relays categorized by their contact rating. This tells you the maximum current and voltage the relay can safely switch. Think of it like the weight limit on a bridge. You don't want to exceed it. At the smaller end of the spectrum, you have miniature relays. These are often found in electronics like circuit boards, appliances, and control systems. They might be about the size of your thumbnail or even smaller. They handle relatively low currents, often measured in milliamps or a few amps. Think of them as the workhorses of the electronic world, silently switching circuits behind the scenes. These tiny relays are crucial in everything from your smartphone to your washing machine. Moving up in size, we encounter what we might call general-purpose relays. These are a bit bigger, perhaps the size of your index finger, and can handle higher currents, typically tens of amps. You'll find these in automotive applications, industrial control systems, and even household appliances. They're robust and reliable, capable of switching larger loads like lights, motors, and heating elements. These are the workhorses of the electrical world, handling the heavy lifting in countless devices. Then there are the big boys, the power relays or contactors. These are the heavy hitters, capable of switching hundreds or even thousands of amps. They're used in industrial settings to control large machinery, motors, and high-power lighting systems. These relays can be quite large, sometimes the size of your hand or even bigger, and often require specialized mounting and wiring. Think of them as the giants of the relay world, controlling the flow of massive amounts of electrical power. Beyond these general categories, there are specialized relays designed for specific applications. For example, automotive relays are designed to withstand the harsh conditions of a car's environment, temperature extremes, vibration, and moisture. They're often sealed to protect them from the elements. Then there are solid-state relays, which use semiconductors instead of mechanical contacts to switch circuits. These offer advantages like faster switching speeds, longer lifespans, and no moving parts to wear out. They're becoming increasingly popular in many applications. So, back to our original question, how big is a relay? As you can see, the answer is, it depends. It depends on the application, the current requirements, and the specific design of the relay. From the minuscule relays in your phone to the massive contactors in a factory, relays come in a wide range of sizes to meet the diverse needs of the electrical world. But size isn't the only factor to consider when choosing a relay. You also need to think about the voltage rating, the contact type, normally open, normally closed, or both, the coil voltage, and the switching speed. It's like choosing the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a tiny screwdriver to tighten a large bolt, and you wouldn't use a small relay to control a large motor. Relays are essential components in countless devices we use every day. They're the unsung heroes of the electrical world, enabling us to control powerful systems with small electrical signals. They're the silent partners in our technology, making our lives easier and more convenient. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.